Hello. I've finally switched my 5090 out, so I'm back on the 9070 XT. But I was going to have a look through Ghost of Tsushima, play through it a little bit more. I've never actually completed it, and it has FSR 4 officially supported, so I've got that overridden in the Adrenaline software. I will check out first it without FSR 4 though, just to have a quick look at performance like that, and then check it out with it on as well. But I'm going to do 4K first, so 3040 by 2160. I'll do native. We'll obviously, I'm going to leave it on TAA at first, but we'll probably check out. I'll check out native AA as well. See what that looks like and performance-wise. Frame generation's off at first as well, but we'll check that with it on in a little bit. So native 4K. And then graphics-wise, I think I've got everything maxed out here. Motion blur 0. Everything set to the max, so ultra or very high, basically. Remember this performing like fairly well, I think. Even at native, but it'll definitely be interesting to see what FSR 4 looks like. Lord Akato, yo! Be interesting to see how hot this GPU gets, because it's really hot today. Do make sure to drop a like on the stream as well. Try and get as many as we can. I'm basically at the moment contemplating whether to get a PS5 Pro or something, because kind of half tempted to play Death Stranding 2, and also I want to play there's a second game of this, isn't there? Ghost of Tsushima, is it, or something? I'd be kind of interested to play that, because I did quite like this. But at the moment here, hitting about 80 FPS, well, just under 78. Pretty good FPS for the settings we're running at 4K. 4K native. Wonder how much it'll dip down. Also, we're setting about 10 gigs of VRAM, so that's also very good for 4K. So it's dipping down a little bit here, 70 FPS, 69, 68 FPS. So I don't think you'll dip under 60 though.
Stand and fight.
You shouldn't do. I completely have no idea. I don't remember like any of this, so you'll have to bear with me. I don't remember how to do any of it, or any of the controls either. So in the combat we're dipping down a bit, 65. Right, what are the controls? Okay. How do I block? We're gonna be in big trouble here. Okay, we are dipping quite close to 60. Look, 62, 63. No, yo. Where are they going? What is block? Is that block? Why is the AI acting really weirdly? Oh my god. Bang on 60 FPS there. Just holding it though. Oh, 59. It's quite a range actually, isn't it? Anywhere from 60 to 80. Still okay though, I think. I mean, considering, like I say, we are at 4K. I don't mind it. I think in some of the combat, it does hit it for like 10 FPS or so there. Pretty much maxed out GPU power too, 330. Frame time though looks very good. 0.1% low, 58. Not had a single stutter. I have to try and figure out even what I've got to do. Just head over to that. Oh, I remember now. It's the wind, isn't it? Which way was that going, though? Is it going this way? Let me try one of those standoff things again. How do I do these? There we go. Oh, look! Oh my god, that's brutal. Yeah, 58 FPS there. Still acceptable though. This game feels so much better than Assassin's Creed Shadows. Like, the combat feels so much better. No, Navy, this is 4K at the moment. It's pretty good, isn't it? This is without FSR right now as well. So that'd be even more. I'll get that on in a sec. I think rough average, probably looking between... You're looking somewhere between 60 to 70, depending on where you are, I think. I'm not going to have to kill the bear as well. Oh my god. Oh my god, this might end badly. The ambient occlusion setting, yeah, I can have a quick look at that. I think we just had it on... Yeah, I had it on this. Doesn't do anything really to the FPS though. It's the same. Maybe 1 or 2 FPS less. 57. I'll switch FSR on in a sec, yeah. Just wanted to have a rough look at what it looks like and performs without FSR, and then we'll switch, we'll get it on.
What's that?
Sorry, I was just sneezing. I've been sneezing loads. I think I've got hay fever. I keep sneezing. VRAM has crept up now though, almost 13 gig. So that's still, I think, okay for 4K, but compared to when we first started, we had about 10, didn't we?
What happened?
Bandits, my lord. They took my food. Every last scrap.
Do you see where they went?
Northeast, into the woods.
If I find them, they'll regret stealing from you.
It's better than HBAO Plus.
Just as
I
desperate
think it
as
actually
I
looks worse. Is it just me?
No promises.
For some reason back there, it made the glare. Is it me or just like for some reason the glare seems way more intense? It might just be me. When I was looking like this here, why is it so glary? You see what I mean? Does that even make any difference to that? Might have just been me. I didn't notice that before. Look at these graphics as well. Let's try out some FSR for them. We should hopefully get pretty decent FPS and also... hopefully, image quality-wise should look pretty good. Actually, first, I want to check just native AA to have a look at that as well before we switch on scaling. See what kind of performance hit that has. Doesn't look like it makes too much of a difference to FPS. I know sometimes it'll drop your FPS by maybe 1 or 2. Doesn't look like it's too bad.
Let's go.
It makes shading a bit darker. Yeah, maybe then if stuff's darker, then the brighter stuff looks maybe slightly more bright. Could that be a possibility? Why does it look blurry? It doesn't look blurry for me. Have you got it maybe like... is it on the low quality on YouTube? FSR 4 is not actually on yet. Just checking out native first. Is this just a little village then? Combat Ghost feels better because Assassin's Creed still has to carry... Yeah, I guess so.
Have you ever seen someone train with the bamboo stands?
I need to play that Shadows a little bit. I didn't really play it that much. I have a habit in recent years on Assassin's Creed of just playing them... Oh, I had a bit of a stutter there. Playing them like a little and then just never really playing it again. I get bored quite easily. Last Assassin's Creed I fully completed was Origins. Just feels like it often becomes insanely repetitive. There's actually an FOV slider on this as well, isn't there? I kind of feel like I want to increase that a bit. Because it's very zoomed in, isn't it? What's the max? Maybe just a tad. Still don't know if I'm going 280 meters. Are we here? It's at the top of the hill, is it? Valhalla. I struggled. I really liked Valhalla. I liked the setting and the game, but like you say, it went on for way too long, and I just couldn't. These animals on the top of the rocks. That's supposed to be like that. That just looks a bit weird. It looks weird, no? It seems like when you're on top of high areas, you do actually... That's when we sort of push almost 80 FPS. Top of like hills and stuff.
Let's go. My lord, it's awful.
Oh, out the way, horse. Showing yo.
So many dead.
I am, yeah. I want to try and
There's no blood.
I'm kind of half curious to
happened?
get a PS5 Pro to play the new one when it comes
Dead bodies were
out.
dumped in the well, and
It's come at the end of the year, I think, November.
A terrible way to die. We should bury the dead.
burning them is the only way to keep
It does have
the plague from
FSR 4
spreading.
official, yeah.
But
I've got it overridden
that may
in
not
the
be enough. One of the
Adrenaline
sick is
software.
missing.
I just haven't switched on in the game
There
yet.
are footsteps leading away from here. I believe he ran for help.
If he's
Check it out
alive,
after this
I'll get into
cutscene.
a healer.
Seems like even with native
Otherwise,
AA,
I'll burn
doesn't
the
really
body.
hit performance too badly. Not that there's really a massive difference in terms of image quality, I don't think. At 4K, maybe makes it look slightly sharper, but I think the game looks alright already, so... You may, like, TAA doesn't really look that bad, I wouldn't say. I couldn't notice any issues with the image with that. There wasn't any ghosting or anything. Definitely going to probably want to have native AA on at 1080p and 1440p though. So let's have a look with FSR4 though. Let's get that on. So it will say 3 here, but I don't know if I'll be able to show you because the overlay never opens for me when I'm mid-game. Oh, it did look like something opened. I have to open it. Okay, cool, it has opened. I'll show you quickly just to confirm. So you can definitely see that I've got it overridden. So although in game it's saying FSR 3, I do have 4 on. Seeing it here. So we've got it FSR 4 here, overridden, and it's active at the moment just because we switched it on. So ignore what it says in game. We are using the new model, so we've got that there. We'll set it to quality. We actually have to apply that so you can see that they're quality. And look at that. That gives us a lot of FPS. I've breaking 100. It's like a good 30 to 40 FPS. Quality-wise, straight away, I honestly don't think you can tell between native. It doesn't look any different. FPS coming down a little bit here, though. Is this just the jump area? So 90, maybe going to see into the 80s when we get down a bit in the combat. It's likely to be sort of 80s. Or maybe have a quick look here. Alt Z? No, it's actually Alt R, but I can't use that overlay in game. You won't see it on the stream. It won't show up in OBS. Oh my god, there's loads of guys. So you'll have to bear with me in the combat, because like you saw earlier, I don't really remember what I'm doing. Get the archers, you know? Holy smokes. How do I forget. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. How do you just do that weird dodge? Forget. Oh my god. Get rid of this guy. There we go, get rid of him. Now I've only got 2 of them. How do I do it? Is it just like that? Ah. It is just like that. There we go. Boom. There is one where they attack and you can move, you dodge forward and then you're like behind them. I forget, is that just going to be like that, I guess? Potentially like that. But yeah, I wasn't really paying too much attention to the FPS there. It looks kind of like it hovers around, doesn't dip really below 80, does it? So still quite a big difference from native. You're still looking at a good 20-25 FPS increase. Look at this lighting here. Only thing is, switching FSR on is not... Normally you'd expect upscaling to bring like GPU power down a bit and maybe VRAM down a bit. It doesn't look like it really does that here. Still sitting just under 14 gigs of VRAM, 13.9, power's maxed still. So you probably will have to drop it down to like balanced or performance, I think, to maybe start seeing that. We'll check in a sec as well. Lows do look good though. They still look pretty good, even with that on. How much does this card cost in the UK? As of right now, I can look quick. I actually don't know. Like this specific model, or this specific model is maybe £680, which is cheaper than when I got it. It's probably like £100 cheaper than when I got mine. I'm not sure what the retail was. Forget now off the top of my head. Looks cheaper though than when it first came out. Where have I got to go then for this? Is it over here? It's still telling me to go up top. You just got the 9070 XT. Nice. Which one? DLSS 4 is far better. I'd say as like an overall average, if you were going to take every single game and compare the upscaling, I'd say, yeah, DLSS 4 is probably ever so slightly better as like an overall average, but the model has been around for longer, so you would expect it to be a bit better. I would say the more you go down the preset, so when you end up at like performance and ultra performance, I think DLSS becomes a bit better. At quality and stuff, honestly, I don't think you probably would really notice. And it's going to vary game to game. What have I got to do here? Recruit the straw. I don't understand what I've got to do. Recruit the straw hat Ronin. It's telling me to go somewhere else now, is it? Down there. Oh, you got the gigabyte one. Nice. How much? Well, benchmark. MSI Afterburner. So look up here, we're getting about 120. Oh my god, that's... No! I almost thought I killed the horse. Burn body.
There he is.
More people eat at McDonald's than nice restaurants.
I should let the monk know.
What's that got to do with anything? What's that got to do with the price of fish?
Let's go.
What is the... God, I get a bit confused with what I'm... Ah, okay, I still haven't got to the... I thought that was the objective, it wasn't. So we'll play through just a little like this, and then I'll switch down to balanced as well, but honestly, I think quality here looks absolutely fine. Gives us a nice... Probably realistically, maybe 90 average. We're seeing that here now. You know, some bits you get 100 or above. Other bits, maybe it goes more 80, 85.
Good. You're here.
I should
You ready to
benchmark
steal some food for us?
2025 game and above. What do you mean? What, as in, like, only 2025 games? I benchmarked lots of
everyone?
games.
Just the men who can fight worth a damn.
Probably most of the games I've played this year were 2025 games.
Let's hope we're enough to raid
Treble
the
champ,
fort.
yo.
There's a better chance of seeing cherry blossoms in winter than getting that food.
What's wrong with
There's always a way, preferably
benchmarking
one
older
that doesn't
games?
kill half my men.
2024 games not allowed. What's the reason?
A scout's back. Come on.
A lot of men inside, and a signal at the top of the tower.
If they call reinforcements from the bay, we'll be trapped. They'll cut us to pieces.
Find a place to watch for me. Once they destroy their signal, attack.
They'll kill you.
If they do, avenge me.
Can I crouch?
Take their
How do I
food.
crouch?
It's not funny.
Ah, it's like that. Old school.
Watch the tower for my signal.
Chicken,
If you
yo.
say so.
I'm just gonna go in. How can you benchmark above 2025? Yeah, I don't really know. I don't really know what he means, to be honest. I think he means I'm not allowed to play anything that isn't a 2025 game. What do you do on the first day on 1st of January, though? You're a bit screwed. 1st of January 2025, and you're not allowed to play 2024 games. What do you do? You basically can't do anything in 2025 for like a good month or two because there's no games. It's a weird rule to have. I was just... Oh, here we go, here we go. See, this is more my style of just going straight in. This is Assassin's Creed now. How comes fish, the price has gone up so much? Wait, what? I don't even eat fish. I have the occasional tin of tuna, but that's it. I don't really eat it. So I wouldn't know. There's two guys in there. Got any info on NVIDIA drivers? As in, I've not had any issues with NVIDIA drivers. I know people have done, but I haven't personally. It's been alright for me. All you can do really is, if you have issues, you just have to use an older driver or something. That's all you can do. But for me personally, I haven't had any problems. Because you think I could get this guy without the other guy noticing? No. Damn it. You were seen. No! I didn't realise it was like a you cannot get seen type vibe. Alright, we might have to take a different approach here then. Do not raise it. Oh, it says it in the top left. I just didn't even look. Disable the alarm in the lighthouse. Got ya, got ya. Okay, that makes more sense. Unlucky Domino, yo. Have I tried Stellar Blade? I tried the demo, yeah. I wasn't really a massive fan, to be honest. I don't actually even have the game. I thought the game was okay, but I wasn't really sure if I'd buy it. Can I get up there, do you think, without anyone? I could sneak that, couldn't I? Is there a sneaky way in? Here we go. No, I was trying to grab the stuff. What is it? How do I get it? Do I get much stuttering on certain games? On this GPU, not really. I mean, there are games obviously with stuttering, but I would say there's not anything I get stuttering on this GPU compared to other GPUs, if that makes sense. If a game stutters, it stutters for everything. A lot of the time. Is this not what I got to do? Disable in the lighthouse. Here we go.
Need to signal the others. They'll see me light the brazier.
I think I should stop playing this game because it's 20. I don't think he ever... Whoever said that about the 2025 never responded, so I don't really know what he meant. It doesn't really make any sense. Wait, ignite lighthouse fire? Oh, was I supposed to do that? The beacons are lit.
It's time, Yuzo.
Expedition 33, it's probably your favourite game of 2023. Really? I couldn't get into that game. I just couldn't get into it. I appreciate it's a good game and I understand why, but I just couldn't actually do it myself.
This is for Komoda Beach. Kill them all!
Come back here. Oh my god. That was brutal, that. Wait, what? What just happened? I'm fighting the blue guys as well? I thought they were on my team, weren't they? Here we go, another shield test. Boom.
Die, you ugly bastards!
3-on-1. Oh my god, that's so brutal. Double teamed. Now what? Big boy.
That's the last of them.
Look around for them.
Game seems super loud for me in that
Let's get your men
combat.
something to eat.
Is it too loud?
Where's all the food?
I didn't see any in the tower.
What to watch this
Did you find
weekend?
anything?
No,
Just a
actually.
stack of
I took a
Mongol
nap
papers on a
earlier.
Dead officer.
Let me see.
I'm old.
You read Mongolian?
If it's in Chinese,
How
I
about
can make
you?
out some of it.
Since when?
Since I had to read Sun Tzu.
Usually not a fan of turn-based games. Yeah, I just
This was
couldn't.
only a temporary depot.
I don't know. I just couldn't. I couldn't see myself
Taking
playing
everything.
it like playing it through.
Oh, sure.
The boats are in the bay. We'll never get out to them.
Think you should try Last of Us Part 1. On this, yeah, well, I have tested that before. Did that already.
What did you have in mind?
Let's see what we're up against.
Let's have a look at. I'm going to drop it down to balance now because we played through quality quite a bit. See if balanced still holds up quite well. I like to think we'll probably hold 100 FPS a little bit better, which it looks like we are here. 107, 108 FPS. I have to wait till the daytime to really see what the quality looks like. It's a little bit harder to see at night. What am I looking for?
The Mongols have small boats on the beach.
We could steal one.
Yeah, Witcher 4 looks
but we'd have to
insane.
cut through their army.
I don't think... Is there even a date for that, though? Is it even likely to be next year? It's probably not, is it?
Too many barriers and archers. A frontal attack would be suicide.
I want my men far away from the enemy's line.
Tell the games I'm most excited for
Flaming arrow might set off those explosives.
that I added to the wish list recently. Atomic Heart 2. That looks really good. Quite a few games. Dying Light. There's a new Dying Light game, isn't there?
Put your archers on that cliff. The Mongols will focus on them while we steal a boat.
All right, men. They don't know we took the fort, so they'll be waiting for reinforcements that aren't coming. Keep them busy long enough for us to steal a boat. Then retreat into
Same
the
Japanese
fort.
voice actor.
Look for
That
my
voice
torch.
is already from
That's your
One
signal to
Piece.
attack.
Let's find a way down to the
I
beach.
wouldn't know. I don't know One Piece.
Watching you fight back there reminded me of Lord Nagao's.
Like, I've heard of One Piece,
did
but I don't know
whatever it
like
took to
anything
win.
about it.
It was a competition. You fought just as hard.
Did I?
What are you getting at?
Nothing. Just remembering our duel.
We'll talk about this later.
If we survive.
What do I think of the 7950X 3D and 5080? Shoo! Beast Boy. How do I get down there? Oh yeah, the Mafia game. Yeah, I'm really excited for that. That's August, isn't it, as well?
Your men should be
I feel like there's a good
Now.
there's a good list of like unreleased games, isn't there? There's quite a few.
I knew they'd come through.
Wow, look at my FPS dropped from about 120 to about 90 here.
This wasn't the plan. There's no time to fight.
Oh,
We need
wow,
to get
okay.
to that boat.
It wasn't the plan. Are they trying to fight me now, though? I think they're trying to fight me now. That was a bad idea. Whoops. Get the archer. Get him! In the boat. No! Oh no! Oh no! Can I just climb that? Okay, sweet.
We need
Go.
to move quickly. Take an oar.
This is on balanced mode, yeah. I just noticed my overlay flashing. You seeing that? It's flashing on the capture. It's not flashing for me in the game.
Can't believe no one tried to sink us.
That's weird. It was just doing it when the screen was black. That's weird, isn't it? It wasn't doing it for me, like on my actual game.
Look around for the food.
But yeah, this is on balanced mode. At the moment, I would say there's probably, at least in real time, you honestly can't tell the difference between quality and balanced. I think you'd have to see it in a side-by-side image. It still looks very, very good. The water looks not that great in this game. Never really noticed.
Nothing. I never knew our duel bothered you so much.
Now you do.
No luck. You should have told me earlier.
Life took us in different directions. Anyway, it was a long time ago.
No food here. Any sign of food?
Not here.
Yeah, 9070 XT I think will be
Sounds like fall.
probably the highest end
around.
GPU for until next gen, probably. From AMD.
Greetings! Nice ship.
We have to move fast.
Damn it, bro. No, get the other guy. I'm trying to finish them off. Oh, there's no more.
Archers on the next ship. You brought your bow?
I bring my bow.
Guess we do it the hard way then.
More Mongols.
Oh yeah, that's epic, that. That was epic there. Try and help this guy out. Oh wow. Boom. Can I get out behind him? Let's get out behind him.
What is it here? Has to be on the other ship.
You switch here. I'll take the other.
Be careful.
Is there ray tracing on this? No. No, otherwise this would be a lot less, FPS-wise. Especially if we have ray tracing on, it would definitely not run as smooth as this. Didn't check out frame generation either yet. We'll have to check that as well. Can I drop down without them? Hold to open. I don't want to let the bear out. How's this other guy not seen me?
What's in here? These look like battle plans. I don't know if I can use them.
Nick, thanks for subscribing. Has he seen me? Oh, I think he has. Why is AMD GPU struggling with ray tracing? Because they don't have dedicated ray tracing cores. It's normally hybrid, so that doesn't help. Why am I supposed to go here?
Stolen from us. Yuzo.
I faced worse.
Big boy. Oh my god.
Never quit.
That was intense.
I won't fall.
What is Sainsbury's shelf stack is rigged? What the hell? What?
Did you see how big he was? That's where all our food went.
I would say that's bang out of order, but I used to work at Co-op stacking shelves when I was like 16. And to be fair, I did work at Sainsbury's at one point, but I did the it was when I was at uni. I worked in the summer at Sainsbury's, but I did the online thing. I actually used to have to wake up at like 2 in the morning. I'm on fire.
Jump!
Now what? Oh, well, that's his issue. He should have jumped. Why is that my fault? Game goes on, yo.
You're burning our food.
Have we not?
Jump!
Yeah, we do have to jump. I think I just wasn't fast enough.
Let's get out of sight. They're still hunting us.
That's a good hiding spot ahead.
Right, so I do want to check ultra performance quick,
Promise my
some
men
frame
that
generation, and then we'll
going
drop to
back
40 and
empty
40p
handed.
because I think that'd be good to have a look at
Found
as
another
well.
way.
But how many will I lose?
Game goes
before?
on. How did you find that Gears of War in the end?
I found something that might
I had to go out and I had it on my phone so I could
help.
hear.
Battle plans.
I could
Show
hear you
supply
playing
lines?
it, but
One page has.
I
a map.
didn't. From what I saw,
Start.
I don't know. I didn't
over.
see. I
We
didn't
do
feel
this
that impressed by
together.
the game, but
You've got your own
I
problem.
don't know if I'll get it.
I am the leader.
I think I might just wait for the new Gears of War game, the completely
I
new
need
one.
this, Jin.
And I'll need you at Castle Canada.
You'll have me.
Don't let them see you coming.
Just like you.
Do make sure to drop a like on the stream as well if you haven't already. See if we can try and hit 100 likes. Do let me know if you'd want to see me play the new Ghost of Yote, is it? I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Because I might get a PS5 Pro for that. I got a bit of time though, because I don't think it's out until the end of the year.
I need to find Yuna.
As matchmate, yeah, I saw you for like half an hour, not being able to get in the game. So that's just like an actual matchmaking issue. Not ideal on like when you're trying to test the game or like demo the game. I am actually noticing ghosting here. Actually, now we're in the daytime. Do you see this? Mainly look around the horse. Do you see it? A little bit of ghosting. A little bit hard to detect on the stream, probably. It is definitely doing it a little bit. I do want to just drop back to FSR quality just to see if it's doing it there as well. Maybe it isn't ghosting. Maybe it's just some sort of shadowing or something. I don't know. It's still doing it a little bit here. It's just pretty much not noticeable like this, though. Maybe ever so slightly. We'll see how bad that is. Maybe at ultra performance or something. Go down to performance for a bit. Yeah, it's definitely worse at the lower presets. I wonder if it does it any other one, it's mainly just the outline. You're seeing, yeah, you definitely can see the outline of the horse. If you pay attention to that, you can see it ghosting. Probably, it's one of those things that if you never see it, you probably wouldn't, like, once you see it, you can't unsee it. But if you never see it, it's a really hard thing to actually see, to detect. Unless you're really looking out for it. In terms of the FPS with performance, we're not getting, well, it's not giving us that much more FPS really, is it? Just under 100. I think the quality though, apart from that little bit of ghosting, the quality's still pretty good.
Yuna and Taka
You would
should
not
be
know
there.
this is performance. Let's try and, have we got another mission or something? Is this a mission? Upgrades? Maybe we should do that if there's upgrades. Has brought the VRAM down a little bit though, 12.3 now, so that has come down. Power though is still maxed. I think we're going to have to drop the res or the graphics potentially to bring power down.
Fighting.
I hear people screaming, that's not good. Let's have a gander. Let's get involved. No, don't do it, don't do it. Here we go. Who's firing arrows? Oh, in the face. Is it ghosting anymore? I don't think it's really go. It seems just on the horse it does it. It doesn't really do it on the character. Whoa. Nice. Did we save everyone?
Yuna, is that you?
Jin!
This channel is
We made
trash.
it.
What happened here?
Oh
Where's
my
Taka?
god. My
Hiding with
feelings.
What's left of Komatsu. Mongols came a few days ago.
no, please.
They took prisoners. Killed anyone who put up a fight.
Is this mate?
Finish the job.
My content is better plus
These were just
asshole.
Scouts. The main force won't be far behind.
Is this supposed to make
We
sense?
have to go. Now.
We can hold this town.
Just a random arsehole? My
Leave
arsehole?
Komatsu's forge. and
Whose
scoop it.
arsehole are we talking about?
If you need to, you can leave.
No. I'm tired of running.
Take me to the others.
What's that annoying bird noise? Is it your missus? Oi!
How many survivors are left?
You're kidding? Oh, that's alright. Yeah, I was just trying to decipher the
Worth much in a fight.
that message.
You killed all these men by yourself? Good work.
I've had some practice.
Is it
Can you get more
ghosting a little
arrows?
bit here?
Used ones.
Have a
Stuck in
5070 Ti and a 5060 Ti, yeah.
We'll have to do.
I think I'll probably get rid of the 5060 Ti though.
I was out here leading villagers.
Or
to
I might
sea.
just switch it into
One
my
of them
stream
got trapped over
PC.
here by the Mongols. She's alive. Is it safe? The Mongols are gone for now. We're going to the forge. You'll be safer with us.
We are getting about
Is the
120
forge
here though.
working?
Yes.
Let's have a quick look at Ultra Performance as well. So yeah, maybe slight ghosting in some bits. I don't think it's too bad.
Smoke will give us away.
Overall quality is still pretty good. I think Ultra
We can
Performance
use it
here,
to
you'll
lure them
start
in.
to see stuff look a
Force
little
fight
bit
at a
more
location we
blurry.
control.
They won't
Or just a
give
bit
us
more
anything
flat,
here.
but still very, very good. Obviously going to be a bit more ghosting probably on the horse. Get rid of it because you don't really make videos on them. Yeah, the thing is, I honestly just don't really have the time. I don't have the time like I used to at the moment. I have too much work. It's just like impossible. And I need the main difficult bit is I need like another PC really because I need my PC for work as well.
there's that guy.
And having to switch out that
pray
many
that the gods would
GPUs
protect
continually
you.
is just not really
I appreciate it. I
manageable.
came for your help.
Yuna said you needed something. A new tool.
To save Lord Shimura. He's held prisoner in Castle Canada.
And to be honest, it's not really that much
Break 'em
interest
up.
for those
Quietly.
GPUs either.
With no one seeing.
Like, there's not
This
really
town
that
has a
much
forge, and you're a
interest, so it
blacksmith.
kind of feels
The
less
best.
worth actually spending a load of time on it.
I
You
might
see what I
be
mean?
able to make something. But there is no time.
Have a
The
tried
Mongols-
Mind's Eye? I
Want to
have,
let
yeah,
them take
refunded it.
Komatsu.
We're staying.
Get rid of that. Send it back.
I need my assistant, Yukio. But we
Send
got
it back to the
Where is he?
depths,
I
like the
think he was
Balrog.
looking for his wife. In town.
I'll find Yukio. Yuna, be ready to fight.
She always is.
Get about 140 FPS here. So it still looks pretty good. Even with the lighting here, it still looks pretty good. I wonder if, though, if I go back to quality here, how can you tell the difference? Is it easy to tell the difference? Because we lost about 40 FPS there. I'd say inside here it's not really easy to tell. It's pretty dark, isn't it? Yeah, you can tell the difference. I think just like textures and stuff look a little sharper. Still, it is really, really good though. Episode 4 in general is pretty good. I'm looking for someone, am I? Way up here? No. Who am I looking for? No idea. Does it tell me to go this way? Whoa! Whoops. Ground tessellation on roads and other surfaces. I think it looks good. I've not noticed any issues.
Fight me!
Fight! Watch this. Boom. Chopped in half. Rescuing her. The Mongols have taken hostages. They will start executing. No! Was there someone in here? There was no one in here. Where are they? I'm confused. I thought he was maybe had a hostage in here or something. What? What about is Doom the Dark Ages? What about it? Oh, they're upstairs, are they? How'd you get up there? Ah.
Yukio?
Played Doom the Dark
Yes,
Ages
Tucker
yesterday.
needs help with the forge. Follow me.
Wait, my wife and her sister are by the river.
Lead me to them, quickly.
This way.
Stay close and follow my orders.
Now we get back outside. I'm going to have a look at frame generation. Get that on.
We'll ask him.
Hide.
So seeing about 98, just under 100 here. Just to give us a rough idea. It is on here, isn't it? Frame generation, there you go. So put that on. Hopefully it doesn't mess with my overlay, because sometimes frame generation makes the overlay flicker. So I just guess let me know if it is doing that, and I can switch it off. But that's given us about, it's given us like 60 to 70 FPS here, seeing 165. So that, yeah, it's probably about 70 or just under 70 FPS from where we were, which is absolutely insane. In terms of everything else, though, it mostly stays the same. VRAM the same, power pretty much the same. I think latency as well doesn't feel any different from what I saw there. We'll see what it's like in the combat. Goes over my refresh rate anyway, so it's not really too much use of it. He tried to trick me. Game goes on. I'll catch you later. Be
Don't
calm.
look at it. Look at me.
Yes, my lord.
Struggling to finish too. Yeah, I'm a little bit the same. I don't really enjoy it as much as the other ones. It becomes... It seems like it maybe goes on a bit too long. I don't know. I don't even know what chapter I'm on. It seems all kind of fairly similar. Sandwich power, yo. Oh my god, what's happening? How much streaming matters in performance? What do you mean? Do you mean if the performance is the stream's affecting the performance? It's not. I'm using a stream PC.
Come and fight.
I'm not streaming off this GPU. Is he gonna go for that woman? Please don't. 1080p. We'll check that out in a little bit. I'm going to drop to 1440p in a second, then we can do 1080p after that. Just having a quick look at frame generation.
Thank you.
Yukio sent me.
He's alive.
Follow me. Taka needs your husband.
Dual PC setup, damn you're right. Yeah, it was a lot. I used to stream a lot off just single, but
I lost you.
Are you hurt?
That man
after a
fought
while,
like an
it's not
animal
even so much a
or
performance thing.
demon.
Obviously, it makes it more accurate because there isn't a performance hit off the same PC. But also, I just kept... When I was streaming, my PC used to crash loads. And obviously, whenever that happens, the stream goes down as well. So it just become... That's more of a... that fixes the problem more having two PCs than previous, if you see what I mean. It's really annoying when like the PC crashes and just everything goes down. Or at least now if my gaming PC crashes, the stream doesn't go down. What have I got to do here then? I'm just like... Oh, we've got to go back up. Ah, lead them. I think I can hear more enemies. But... No, don't go... No. What do you think you're doing? Holy smokes. This is way too many. No. Okay, 160 FPS still. You're looking at 150, 160. So not really too much of an FPS hit when you're in the combat either. Probably mostly around 150. Pretty good. Sometimes it does cause ghosting, I think, for generation on, but it doesn't seem any worse than what we already had. I feel like having a streaming laptop for gaming PC is so easy for physical space. My stream PC is a really, really small mini ITX anyway, so it's space. It's very, very. It's not. It doesn't really take up any space. So it's kind of similar to having a laptop, really. That's the first time I've done a block like that. No! Must be almost there.
you! He saved us, Taka! Thank you, my lord.
The Mongols are here. Where's Yuna?
She went to get her family from the house across the river. Hasn't come back.
Damn. Don't light the forge until we come back.
Any other settings you want to see whilst I'm still at 4K before we drop it down? How does saving and stuff work? I save it quickly here. Yeah, let me know in the next, like, 30 seconds if you want to see any other settings whilst I'm still at 4K. Should we maybe quickly just see back at native and drop some of the graphics a little bit? Because we didn't really look at that. So go back to native here. We'll probably be around about, yeah, 60 to 70 here. Quite a big difference going from 65 to basically 150, 160 with FSR quality and frame generation. It's a big jump, isn't it? This is currently, yeah, max settings. This is native. Do get some dips. I think the lowest we saw earlier was about 57 or 58. So it does mostly, you'll get a 60 average. But that is with everything fully maxed. So even if we drop, say, all the settings down like 1, or if we go, some of the settings don't have a very high, so I'll go to very high instead of ultra. Gives you a little bit, not that much. To be honest, in this scenario, I'd probably rather use FSR for quality than really drop the graphics down. You gain more FPS by doing that, and you don't lose really any quality doing that, so it's not really worth dropping the graphics. I'd probably do that first. What have I got to do now, then? I'm going the complete wrong way. Am I going the wrong way? There's almost like the textures don't load in. Look, do you see this? When I go in and out of the menu, look, it does that. Yeah, look. That's weird, isn't it? I didn't notice that before. Yeah, look, it's doing it really badly here. You see?
Over here.
We're ready to light the forge. Taka said you're looking for a family?
I was too late. The Mongols captured them just across the river. Those people took my brother in when he was an apprentice.
Then we won't leave him.
7900 XTX.
Let's go.
Yeah, to be honest, 24 gigs kind of overkill for gaming right now, really. Obviously, the max you can go up to if you're at 4K. 24 gigs only really gaming-wise useful if you're at 8K. 4K, the most I've ever seen, if you fully maxed everything in Cyberpunk, you can maybe hit like 18. Which obviously 24 there would be better than 16, but realistically for gaming, you can pretty much mostly get away with 16, even at 4K, and pretty much a majority of games. It's not going to be an issue. And it's not really a 4K GPU anyway, so for 1440p it's absolutely like more than enough. Someone's gonna get assassinated. We gotta get involved. No! 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 I was too late. How does it handle ray tracing? This game doesn't have ray tracing anyway, so we wouldn't be able to check it in this game. Still pretty brutal though. If you were trying to play at native 1440p with ray tracing, it depends on the game obviously. If we're talking about software ray tracing or hardware. In say something like Cyberpunk, you would have to, with path tracing, you would need scaling to make it playable still. That's if you're fully maxing it out. Could probably get away with it if you did like medium ray tracing or something at 1440p. Medium or low. Natively. Quickly just drop the graphics a little bit more, and then do need to so go everything to high instead.
I owe you. I used to watch the archers of the Nagawa practice. Now they're gone.
You saved us.
This fight's not over. Can you make it to the forge?
This is a long old mission, this, isn't it?
I think so.
Everyone stay close to me.
So yeah, that increased FPS even a little bit more there, 70, mid-70s.
Where did he come from?
It's a long story. The
Power's
way
still
he
maxed though. I
killed
think
them. He's
any
not
settings you use at
human,
4K, I don't
Dell,
think
right?
I think power's going to be maxed. I don't think that's going to change. What was the forge? Is it up here? Yeah, it was this.
Yuna! Thank the gods.
Light the forge, Tucker.
What about the Mongols?
They won't risk destroying this place. That gives us a chance to kill them all.
If they don't kill us first.
Either way, this is where we make our stand.
After this cutscene, I'll save it and we'll do 1440p. Try and sell it. Sell it? Save it here. If we do that, can I... I'll max everything back out, so we'll obviously do native 1440p first. Can I just drop it? I can just drop it. Amazing. I don't have to quit or anything. So go 1440p. So realistically, 4K, we was looking at between like 60 and 70 at native. We've got here 2560 by 1440. That's obviously 1440p. We'll actually try out. I'll try TAA first, just to give us an idea. Graphics all maxed. So we'll see about 100 there, 100, 110. So that's quite a big jump. It's a good sort of 40 FPS on average increase, going from 4K to 1440p there. Not quite double. Still a pretty good increase though. Oh my god, you can't even dodge that. Right. This dog?
The Mongols are in the forge! We have to stop them!
Why did they make me do that?
Help me kill them!
Oh, there's a dog in the forge. I hear more dogs. What is going on here?
Mongol archers! They surrounded the forge! We have to kill them!
Yeah, dipping under 100 a little bit. This power though, look, still basically max 330, still even at 1440p. Pretty nuts. A little bit worrying to what that might even look like at 1080p. Not the dogs again. Oh my god. This is so awkward to fight in these, like, close quarters. That's a big boy. Get him last. Double team him. Does it naturally draw more power? Higher resolution, it'll draw more, yeah. Because lower resolutions are more CPU bound. But obviously once you're at the max, you can't draw any more than that. So if we're at 4K here, at 330, we'd also just be at the same at 8K. Do I find raw performance or optimized GPUs more impressive? Good question.
I've never seen a samurai fight like that.
It was nothing.
I think for the overall consumer, the
You are more than
like a
samurai.
9070 XT is obviously more impressive, probably,
Is a vengeful spirit.
because it can do stuff
Back
at
from the grave to slaughter the Mongols.
like a better like consumer price. But I don't know, in tech in general, I've always found the outliers of stuff like more fascinating. So just like, you know, absolutely maxing everything out, ray tracing, I also find quite fascinating. So the 5090 or whatever would kind of be in that zone. I don't know though. That's a hard question. But like me specifically.
We'll save Lord Shimura.
I do enjoy seeing all of that. I know people hate like ray tracing, path tracing, tech demo stuff, but I do quite like seeing it. Although it's just not like a realistic thing, it's cool to see. Or like when you see like Unreal Engine 5 demos where the graphics are just crazy. It runs horrendously, but I don't know, it is interesting to see the kind of new tech of it. Like I've always been quite interested in just like cutting edge tech.
I read that samurai follow a path of honor.
It is one of the many differences between us.
What's my ideal FPS for AAA games?
Found their brothers stabbed in
It depends what the game is. I honestly don't mind playing games at like 4K 60.
War brings out who we truly are.
It has made you
Like, in my spare time, if I was playing a game, if I could max all the graphics out and I could get 60, I wouldn't really, like, mind. It would depend on the game, though. If it was like a shooter, I'd probably want more.
You will become what you hate.
But it depends what kind of, you know, if I'm just casually playing, I wouldn't really mind that much. If I was in a shooter, I'd probably want maybe 100 or something, or a bit more than that, you know? But if it's a single player game, I don't, 60s, like, I don't mind.
Help your nephew regain his honor.
If it means I can max everything out,
goes too
graphics
far,
wise.
and before I bring you his head.
Pegasus, yo. How's my favourite Briton doing? I'm alright, how are you?
I can't free my uncle until Taka finishes what he's working on. I should see if Yuna has any news.
So yeah, 1440p, you're looking at pretty much seeing it go up to about 110, 120 here. It's more the area we're in. I think overall average, you're probably looking at maybe 100 to 110. In the combat, maybe it might dip slightly under. We're seeing it almost come under there, about 100 at its lowest. Everything else, though, VRAM's come down by quite a bit. We're under 10 gig. It's down quite a bit compared to 4K, but like I said, power's still maxed at 1440p. We'll have to see if FSR 4 switch that on. Does that bring... actually, let's have just a quick look at native AA. Probably going to want native AA on, I think, at 1440p. It's going to make the image look a little bit sharper. Where are we? Okay, we're right here. Into Legends mode? Well, I am a legend, so that would make sense that I would go into that mode. Is that the mission? Doesn't look like it, no.
Among us, come back. You'll find them where they sleep and protect them.
9800 X3D.
Spreading more.
I've just got a massive. I got
Just
the
telling them what they want to hear.
Leon Lee
Some of them
Galahad
are calling
Trinity
you the ghost.
After you put the idea in their
beefy
heads,
cooler.
These people stay because they believe in you.
they should believe in the samurai.
To them, you're both.
When Lord Shimura is free, they won't need to put their faith in folktales.
Maybe.
Britain's joining the EU again. Look what they just
Taka's
did.
sweating over the job you gave him.
What did they do?
He doesn't want to let you down.
Let's see how it's coming along.
Yeah, I think with native AA, so we're seeing it 98, 99 there. Might be 1 or 2 FPS less. But I would recommend having it on, to be honest.
You were looking for warriors to help save your uncle. Any luck?
Some. Sensei Ishikawa and Lady Masako Adachi are still alive. They're dealing with their own struggles, but when it's time, they've agreed to help.
An archer and a noblewoman. You sure that's enough?
That's why I hired the Straw Hat
Haven't found some
Ronin.
good undervolt.
Turns out their new leaders.
I don't have an undervolt on it right now.
Well, sounds like you have all the help you need.
It's a
Will you join
reference
us?
card. Yeah,
don't
so
know.
what's the max TDP on that one anyway? How is your reference card? Because I had the 7900 XTX reference, and honestly, I was just like, I'm never gonna get that again. A reference one. I ended up having to actually send it back.
Can someone help with this?
I'll get it. Go see Taka. We'll catch up later.
My lord, I just finished it. Thank you for your patience. my
304. Okay, so realistically, with those settings, obviously on
An
this
iron
one,
hook
it'd be a little bit
with
more,
a rope
wouldn't it?
attached to the end. You can use
So
it
yeah,
to
you can
climb walls,
undervolt it.
swing over things.
It'll hold my weight?
I tested it myself. I call it a Kaginawa.
What resolution is that? Is that at 1440p?
It's perfect. I'm in your debt.
No, it's a gift. I have my sister, my home, my life. That's enough.
Thank you, Taka.
Jin! Where are you?
Ryuzo?
Jin! Jin Sakai! Anyone?
So let's have a look at FSR 4 now as well. So I put it to quality. It does say FSR 3 there, but I did show obviously earlier in the stream. I have got it overridden in the Adrenaline to be using 4. See what that's like. Let's take it's not giving us that much more, is it? Maybe 20 FPS at best. It's a little bit,
Mongols
obviously,
have
but
captured my best fighters.
I was counting on their help to free Lord Shimura.
possibly the lower we go down resolution, the more we go down the presets of upscaling. Maybe we just see sort of less and less performance increase.
Where are they?
Caged near Fort Yatate.
All right, Ryuzo. Let's see what we can do.
You said they're in cages near Fort Yatate. Where exactly?
The cages are actually inside the fort.
At the top of a cliff.
I wonder if we get that ghosting
How are we
again
going
around
to
the
free your people
horses.
from there?
I still have a few men who weren't captured. They're waiting for us at a crossroads nearby.
We'll need the extra swords. Lead the way.
Is it ghosting again?
How were your men captured?
Remember that map?
I don't think it is it? At least not at
one
quality.
showing
I think it
Mongol
might be
supply
balanced
lines.
and lower.
Did you
It seems to
find
do
food?
it.
Yes. Very well guarded.
Too many guards for your best men?
The ugly bastards were all over us. I barely got away myself.
And you're sure the men
So yeah,
are alive?
probably
I heard them singing.
average. I think gives you maybe
I'm
20,
surprised the Mongols
25
allowed that.
FPS.
So am I.
Obviously, there is a little bit of a range on this game.
Might be more pleasant.
Still looks very, very good though. Honestly,
I
I
didn't
don't think you'll
choose
tell the
this.
difference between this and
My
native
only option after all.
FSR quality.
Oh.
Getting about
Mongols
100,
tournament.
almost 130 FPS
We never
average.
talked about it.
Before we spawn,
So very, very good. Oh, closer, you know,
commanders from every
to
clan
my refresh rate, 144.
came at me like I was your mortal enemy. Almost broke my arm.
Could play it pretty nicely like this.
I'm sorry. It was my first tournament.
Lows as well still look very, very good. I think we had one stutter,
Of course you did.
like
Every
one
samurai-
really noticeable stutter in this game. I think overall the game just runs quite well.
I never thought of it like that.
You were born, Lord Sakai. That tournament was my one chance to gain attention.
And
Into
that
the surface
ghosting
of-
doesn't really seem like
Become
it's
a
an issue
samurai.
here with these things.
You should have come to me. I would have hired you.
Because no one else would.
Let's see what it's like balanced
No.
and stuff as well in a sec.
I needed to prove myself.
I wish you told me this earlier.
Maybe I should have.
A little bit worse than the 4080, super nice. With this game has DLSS 4, does it?
Someone in Komatsu called you the ghost.
I don't think I've
Was Lord
looked.
Sakai not good enough?
What's wrong? Afraid I'll get more famous than you?
It's a console, like a port, isn't it? From console, and normally they do run a bit better, AMD. They lean more towards that. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's probably punching above its weight in comparison. We're getting a bit of a stutter there. It's possibly punching above its weight compared to maybe other games, because I think these games normally do favour AMD. Which might actually mean there is no DLSS. Is there DLSS in this? I think maybe not. A lot of the ports don't have DLSS. Do they? No, that's a lie, I think.
After
Most of
all
them
I
do,
did
don't
to
they?
keep them alive.
We still have enough to save your men. I've worked with less.
Most of them do, but I think they didn't have 4.
Meant to
Did Last of Us Part 2?
Sickness,
I think it didn't have
hunger.
DLSS 4, did it? I can't remember.
They're weak. It's not your
I
fault.
think it had FSL 4, but not DLSS 4.
Anyone else want to leave?
The stuttering. Almost seems like sometimes when I go into different areas or come out the cutscene, it's like where it's loading.
It'll be dark soon. Ready to ride
It's actually loading stuff in,
We'll
seems to
figure out
cause
how
it
to free your
sometimes.
men on the
Or I
way.
enter a different area. $58 or 9070 XT. I mean, to be honest, I really wasn't impressed by the 5080, but that decision's, to be honest, going to come down to ray tracing performance, if that's important to you, and also the whole multi-frame generation thing, like if that's of any value to you. I personally don't. It doesn't really like affect me. I don't really use multi-frame generation like in my own personal time. So like it's not really that much of a selling point for me, but
What's your rescue plan?
obviously both those things, there's not anything AMD have in comparison to that. So obviously its ray tracing
only one
performance is
road
slightly
into the
worse,
fort,
and
and it'll be
it
heavily
doesn't have
guarded.
any of that stuff. So
I need to get inside without being seen.
multi-frame generation.
Mongols won't be watching
Well,
the cliffs
actually,
at the back
I
of
mean,
the fort.
obviously it has motion
I'll climb up,
frames and
go over
stuff.
the
It does
wall.
have frame generation, just not the like. You know, you
have
you
something
can
to
in
help me.
theory be getting
I'll
just
free your men.
absurd, stupid like
Once
300
they're with me,
FPS and
I'll
stuff
set up
because you're
one
on a
of the alarms.
240 hertz
That's your
display.
signal to ride in.
And crush the Mongols.
Depends what
between
games
us.
you play, to be honest, because
I knew you'd have a plan.
at 1440p with everything maxed, you're not going to be hitting 240 in most games unless you used something like that. So like maybe
I'll find
that's
a way up the cliff on this side. Stay hidden until you see my signal.
Good luck. Don't fall.
like, for example, here we're at 1440p. FSR quality and I'm at 150, so you would have to use frame generation here to be able to get that. And even then, we'll check it in a sec. You might be close to 240. You might still not quite hit 240 though. So you would then maybe have to go FSR balanced or something, you know. Whereas equivalent multi-frame generation, you could do it probably at, you know, you wouldn't need to drop that preset down. If anything, you might even be able to do it without DLSS. You could just use multi-frame generation, if you see what I mean.
Can't jump that gap, but Taka says his hook will support my weight.
The hook, how do we do that? Jump and press.
It worked.
Sweet. Now what? Still pretty. I do like the colours and stuff in this game. Pretty good, isn't it? Where have I got to go here then? Ah. Reminds me of Uncharted. Now what? $70 on a GPU and CPU, a decent temp for when gaming at 4K. What GPU and CPU? Which GPU and CPU? It's not like a same thing for every GPU and CPU. It's going to vary. It'll even vary model to model. Like, for example, my 5090 is a Founders Edition, so the temperatures on that are going to vary massively compared to another model. Look at the view up here. Sheesh! Look at that. Oh, it's making me want to get that PS5 Pro for the new game. No, didn't mean to do that.
Should be able to swing myself across.
4090 and 3900K. Oh, okay, yeah. No, I'd say that's probably depends on what 4090 model. For the 13900K, that's fine. I mean, I had a 13900K and I've still got a 4900K. They run like fairly similar, and that's pretty normal for that, especially if it's using quite a bit of power. Get a Pro. My only worry, which I was looking and I don't think it is a worry, is I've just got a weird feeling that they released the PS6 before GTA or something.
Taka, I owe you.
And I don't want to go and get a Pro and then they release that for GTA, because I'd use the Pro for GTA as well. But I don't think the Pro is set until like 2020. The PS6 is like 2027, isn't it? So I don't think that'd be a problem, but...
Sounds like they're caged all over the fort.
Shall we? Let's have a look at frame generation now as well then and see how close to 240. There you go. 200, not quite 230, well, 230 just about, so still not going to hit 240. You'll be looking at balanced. We'll probably push 240 in some bits, like you're seeing up here. I'm hitting about 250. So yeah, look at this here. 240, 230, 235. Shoo! Pretty nuts FPS. Not noticing any latency really either. It feels fine to me. Image quality looks alright. Frame time looks pretty smooth. The fire looks a little weird. Is it just flickering, or is that just the way it's supposed to look? Just looks a bit weird to me. Do I just stand off this guy? Don't buy an in-between console. The issue is, though, is I need a console to play GTA 6. So what's going to give me the best performance is probably going to be a Pro, isn't it? So I'd like to get one anyway. What do I get? Just like the standard one, but then it'd be good to have the best performance I can get. So yeah, if the PS6 isn't until 2027, GTA 6 comes out in 2026. Unless it's delayed more. Look at this though, with frame generation. Still maxed out power, 330. It's going to be interesting to see if 1080p brings that down. 0.1% low at the moment, 173. Looks pretty good. Frame time looks pretty flat. Usage is maybe down a small amount, seeing 97, 98%, so maybe drop down 1 or 2%. Of course, as you know, I don't have any consoles at the moment, so I'd just be getting that, and I definitely prefer the Sony exclusives compared to Xbox, so it kind of would make more sense. So hovering around 240, 238 average. I think you're definitely going to have it drop down a little bit, I think, if you go down into some villages and stuff. Shall I let the bear out? Is that someone in there? I can't actually see.
Yuzo here? He sent me. I knew he wouldn't leave us.
Is he going to climb up? How they see me? I'm in the bush. No! I should have let the bear out. Double team. Can't be good. Oh, I kind of want to let the bear out. Now what? Just have to free him. Oh, there's more guys down there. Shall I let I'm letting the bear out. Let him out. Let him out for a bit of playtime. What? No! Oh my god, he's eating that one. Alright, maybe we should kill it. Damn it. I thought you might just go after the other guys. Thought it might be programmed like that. Oh my god, there's loads of people. Is there another... Wait, who's seeing me? Can I just throw a thing at him? Oh my god. That guy's getting messed up, man. They're all getting messed up.
What? How?
The sparks. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The sparks do look weird, don't they? That's what I couldn't quite work out. Right. Yeah, you're seeing it here. I can switch everything off and we can have a look. Because I did notice that back up top. I feel like it didn't look like that before I switched stuff. Before I switched it all on. If I go back to native. It does. The one over there still looks a bit weird, doesn't it? The one close to me, I would say, doesn't. That looks normal to me now. The one over there still is flickering, isn't it? Was there any more? What's up here? Gilmore, you're looking to upgrade a monitor. I'm actually looking to do the same. I want to try and get an OLED. I'm probably I'll get a 4K one, but I've got a 5090 as well, so I mean I have a multitude of GPUs, so it doesn't really matter so much. I'd probably get for the 9070 XT. I don't know. I mean, you can do 4K, but it's you can't do it. Obviously, you need to use upscaling and stuff. I'd probably, for an OLED 2, I'd probably get a 1440p just because it's going to make more sense price-wise. Like 4K OLED's going to be more expensive as well, isn't it? I'd probably get a 1440p, and then it's going to be solid, isn't it? You know it's going to be solid. Unless you do play loads of games at 4K or something, and you don't mind using upscaling to get good performance, then... And obviously if money's not an issue either. Yeah, I mean, you can... Obviously at 4K, you could drop down to 1440p. You have that option. The issue is, though, is it won't look as good as, like, on a 1440p native screen. Well, that got a bit spicy, didn't it? Surprise! Oh, this guy's in big trouble. And yet somehow he still stabs me. There is more people. Is there more people? Thanks, mate. That's alright. You might upgrade the GPU down the line. Yeah, I mean, if you have plans to do that, then it might be worth just getting the 4K one then. And then at least you don't have to worry about upgrading that. Is there more people to release? I felt like it said 4 out of 6. I don't see... I guess the objective's telling me to go that way. Defeat... Oh, is there more enemies? There is. What was this back here? So we need to check out 1080p quick. In a sec as well. Any other settings you want to see whilst I'm still at 1440p before I drop it down? Overall, pretty good performance at 1440p. Pretty solid, fairly high frames.
All right, Yuzo. We're ready for you. Time to open the gate.
Oh, we've got more people out here.
This is it! Fight for your freedom!
Oh my god. That was a lot. How does assassinate all of them? Oh! Assassinate. I just run behind all of them and assassinate them. Look. Oh, it doesn't work every time. Damn it. Someone's down, res him. Oh, this guy's in big trouble. What is going on over here? Oh my god. What's going on around here? Oh no, it's stuck underneath.
Here's Tonyuso! Yeah! I knew you wouldn't forget us. I made it off the beach. Yeah!
Main issue is I were to try 4K on the 9070 XT, is that not many games?
How long did it take you to free us? I lost.
Yeah.
Hope you brought some
It wouldn't be the end of the world though if you had to drop to 1440p.
You're not gonna believe this.
Because you have that option. Obviously, there would be some games you could play 4K, and then other games you could just drop the resolution
Men said the Mongols
to 1440p on a 4K screen.
fed them. Good
You know,
food,
that
too.
wouldn't be the end of the world. And then you have that choice in the
Wonder they were
future
singing
to,
last night.
if you know you got a more powerful GPU down the line,
Why
then
in all the
eventually you
hells
could
would
maybe
the
just have
Mongols
everything on
feed
4K. Whereas obviously if you do the 1440p route, then
expected
you'd have to
something in
upgrade the
return.
monitor as well if you ever wanted to do that.
Thank you, Jin.
Because you can definitely play quite a few games at
They're
4K on the 9070 XT. You just need to change the setting. It depends. Some games you can do 4K 60, even at native, but it depends if you want that kind of FPS. You can easily use upscaling or something to give you 80, 90.
I need to meet Yuna in Komatsu.
Just needs a bit more tinkering with it as opposed to just like running a game straight. You might need to just tinker the settings a bit. Does the 9070 XT do ray tracing? Yeah. There is no ray tracing in this game, though, so it's not using it in this game, but there's just like no ray tracing in the game, full stop. Look at that view. Give it a save. So yeah, I'm gonna have a look. I'm gonna drop it down to 1080p now as well. So if we if what were we? I think we were actually, yeah. If I go back to TAA, I know someone mentioned something about anti-lag 2, but I do actually already have that on. We have that on here. So we don't need to do it from the driver or anything. If I go 1080p, so here 1920 by 1080. Graphics wise, we should still be maxed out. You're seeing very high, everything maxed, some ultra, but basically all the settings are as far as they can go. So we had about 60 to 70 at 4K. We had about 100 to maybe 110 at 1440p. And then here, that's now taken us up to about 140 to 150 by the looks of it. Breaking 150 there, 155. That still hasn't dropped my GPU power though. We're still at 330. So 330 watts at 1080p is absolutely wild. I really did think it would maybe bring it down going 1080p, but it doesn't look like it has. So you're going to have to almost definitely try and undervolt this if you want to consume less power than that, or cap the FPS. Or hopefully upscaling might bring that down a little bit, but to be honest, I'm not sure it will. That's crazy. But we are pretty nicely hit my refresh rate there, 146 average. I'm going to get attacked by boars. VRAM doesn't look like it's changed much from 1440p either. We're at 9.2 gig here, so that could be an issue for 8 gig. Might just be because I haven't reset the game, though. That might come down if I reboot the game. Oh, I did a stand-up, but it didn't work. There's someone on a horse. Storm's coming. Oh, I've had a shocker there. Big boy. Oh, he didn't stand a chance, did he? So we dipped down a little bit in the forest here, 120, 115 there. So I do feel like dropping the resolution, it's kind of given us less FPS really than what you'd maybe see in other games. You've got a 9070 XT and you love it. Nice, which model?
What are you waiting for?
Damn it, bro. These guys don't even have any armor. Oh, he's still alive. Hey-ya! Wow, that storm's really coming. Stream looks clearly worse at 1080. Yeah, it will do. Like I say, this will look a little bit worse than even what like 1080p would look like on an actual 1080p screen, purely because I'm on a 4K screen, if you see what I mean. So it'll look actually even worse than if I was to move this onto a native 1080p screen. It wouldn't look quite as bad as this. So stuff starts to look quite blurry and stuff, but that's because I'm also on a 4K screen.
Challenge me.
So it doesn't scale well. My stream is also at 4K too, so there's like a multitude of weirdness that affect the final outcome of what it looks like. But I tell you what will probably make it better is actually putting, because we're using TAA, it's going to look a little bit sharper even with just native AA, so we'll have a look at that too. I'll put that on here. That should in theory make it look a little bit sharper. Anti-aliasing wise, you're seeing it straight away. It does look a bit sharper. I'll reset the lows. God. I almost died then. This guy don't stop. I got the big boy. Oh, you got the Sapphire Nitro Plus? Nice. I really want one of those models, but they're just too expensive normally. You got a 5800X 3D with this GPU. Nice. Yeah, that's pretty good. 5800X 3D, still pretty good. Good price. People getting attacked by a bear. I think I might just leave it. What have we got mission-wise? Is that a mission? Cannot fast travel. It's a mission down here. How would 4K upscaled from 1080p? What do you mean using like FSR? How would 4K upscaled from 1080p? Do you mean using? Do you mean being at 4K resolution and upscaling from 1080p, or do you mean almost downscaling, like what's it called with AMD? Is it called virtual super resolution, where you're running at 1080p but you're rendering at 4K? So like the inverse of upscaling. I'm not sure which one you mean. By the way you've worded it, it sounds like you mean running at 4K but using something like FSR performance, so it's rendering at 1080p. With FSR 4, that would look pretty good. We had a look at that earlier. Looks pretty good. I'm getting some weird flickering on the MSI Afterburner there, aren't I? That is weird. Let me reboot the game really quick. It does, it loads here. I remember that being an issue before with frame generation. Let me reboot. Because it's not, I'm not seeing that. It's almost like the game capture is making it flicker or something. Give me 2 seconds. Do make sure to drop a like on the stream if you haven't already. Trying to hit 100 likes by the end of the stream. We're only, what are we? 17 likes off. Might be able to hit it. Just reboot the game really quick. And I'll probably, to be honest, I'll drop back to 4K in a sec, because that's where the quality will look its best. Isn't this game only 1 year old? On PC, yeah. But it was on console, wasn't it? I don't actually know its original release date. 2020, so it's 5 years. And I do have anti-lag on, yeah. So it might be because I'm at 1080p or something. I won't stay on it for long. It's maybe I wasn't noticing it flicker like that so much at the other resolutions. Because yeah, look, it seems to no, it's doing it. It's kind of fixed it now in the menu. But then when I go in game, normally it only happens when I put frame generation on. So we'll try and smash through some of the settings. Maybe have a look at FSR quality now quick. So it says FSR 3 there, but like I showed earlier, I've got FSR 4 overridden from the Adrenaline software. Really nice colours in the game here. Knockout, thanks for subscribing. I think this is probably not the best way, is it? I should probably get down. So FSR there doesn't really, it's maybe giving us, yeah, 10 to 20. I feel like at these low resolutions, it's not really giving me so much FPS-wise. But like I thought, it's not dropped my power at all. That power seems like it's absolutely just going to be max no matter what. Even if I drop all the graphics, everything, it didn't come down. Which is pretty nuts. I can actually fast travel that. Might be nice to just have a look at the performance though. You're on the fence between a 9070 XT and a 5070 Ti. What's the price difference where you are? Love this game that came out on PC. Yeah, that's why I've not completed it. Quite like to play this through and then play the next one when it comes out. Is this game good? I really like it. So yeah, FSR 4 looks very good at 1080p. If anything, I think it actually makes the image look a bit better than native because we're seeing that anti-aliasing of native AA. With FSR, I think looks very good, especially at 1080p and 1440p, so absolutely recommend having that on. Oh, this bit actually, I remember this bit here looks really good. I wish I was at 4K here. Because this bit looks so good at 4K. Doesn't quite... It still looks really good like this, but it doesn't quite do it justice at 1080p. But that just looks so good. Look at the colours. Just want the best experience at... I mean, 5070 Ti is going to give you overall... If you want to use stuff like ray tracing and stuff like that, it's going to give you... Obviously, a slightly better performance with that. I don't know if ray tracing is of interest. But by the sound of it, I've not had any issues with the drivers, but it does sound like people are having more issues with the drivers recently, so that might affect your experience. NVIDIA's really... Yeah. Power efficiency on NVIDIA has always been, especially in the last couple of gens, it's been pretty good. Exclude the 5090, but when you drop down to 1080p on a lot of the GPUs, especially stuff like the even the 5070 Ti, really, it's pretty power efficient. They want to fight, do they? I'll give it ya.
Stand and fight!
You want some? I'll give it ya. I feel like that should slice you in half, really. Me and the big boy. Can I knock his shield?
Please, help me!
Hold still.
Thank you for what you did in Komatsu Forge. My lord, the Mongols have taken Ogawa Dojo.
I trained there years ago. Spent a summer sparring.
My
with the
God,
last
he's just
samurai at
absolutely
Clan
covered in
Hall.
blood.
What if the Mongols learn
This
our
is absolutely
combat
terrifying for that
It'll be
woman.
more than a few weeks to do that. I'll stop them before then.
You just watched me just massacre everyone. I'll tell you what, I'm going to switch frame generation and stuff on 1080p here, and I want to go back to 4K and just see this area, because it looks great. 200 FPS here, though. 1080p FSR quality. Let's see how bad maybe performance or something looks. Like how they take turns in fighting me. That's like proper etiquette. That's proper game etiquette, isn't it? Same in movies, isn't it? It's the same in movies where, like, no one shooting at the main character can ever hit a target with a bullet. Or in Star Wars, like, nothing can ever hit the amount of bullets being fired. So it's quite bright here, isn't it? A bit shimmery. Can I actually go for a swim in here? Oh, I can. Definitely not going to look as good, obviously, as 4K, but give you a rough idea performance-wise. I personally think in a game like this, single player, on this GPU, you don't really... If you're at 1080p, you don't really need to be using any upscaling, to be honest. Play with it all at native, maxed out. Make sure you're on native AA. That's going to give you the best quality. I don't really need to be having 200 FPS in a game like this. At the cost of graphics quality, I'd much rather just have the best quality possible. Because although this is not bad, you can start to see stuff like... If you look on the edge of the water and stuff here, you'll just notice things don't look quite as good. I'll go back to quality and check with frame generation quick. And then I'd like to get back to 4K if possible. So yeah, frame generation here. Almost 300, 280 FPS is pretty crazy. We'll have to see what it's like with maybe ultra performance. See the absolute maximum FPS we can get. We are seeing GPU usage drop a little bit here though, 96%. Power is still maxed. 329, 330, which obviously is the max. So that's still not even coming down at all. Does it's just shimmering and stuff, isn't it? Like the light kind of flashing. Starts to look a little bit blurry, and there's something weird going on with the textures when I move in front of me. Not sure how obvious that is on the stream, but yeah, definitely not going to be perfect, but that does give you the pretty ridiculous FPS. 0.1% low, 210 from an average of 260 is pretty insane. Let's see quickly what happens if we go down to ultra performance here. What's the FPS at 4K? I'm going to go back to 4... I did look at 4K already at the beginning of the stream. I'm going to go back to it in a sec, though, so we can have a look. I mean, I'm breaking 300 FPS here. Shoo! That's pretty insane. Average of 303, but it looks very blurry. You must be able to notice that on the stream. Like the grass and stuff looks insanely blurry. When I'm moving, it definitely looks really blurry. I think when I'm still, it still does look pretty blurry. So you're gonna probably start to get a bit of ghosting and stuff. But yeah, 300 power though is still maxed. Look, 330 still. It's absolutely maxed out. Absolutely ridiculous seeing that amount of power at 1080p. But it's going to give you a pretty consistent 300 FPS. Frame time still looks very good. 0.1% low, still 228. So pretty nuts. Pretty nice to see what it can do if you did have any reason to want 300 FPS in this game. I do think there's someone getting attacked by a bear over there. We did notice earlier quite a lot of ghosting when I was on the horse. I wonder, I imagine that's probably the same again here. A little bit, maybe. It doesn't look that bad. I think it doesn't look as bad as it did earlier. I think maybe the ghosting we saw earlier was just that particular area. Or the lighting at that time we saw the ghosting, because it doesn't look as bad here. Pretty stunning game though. If this, let's get it back to 4K. That's going to give us the best quality here, because I think it's going to get dark and I'm going to miss it. No! So if we go, we'll switch all that off. So it'll go native 4K if you want, 3840 by 2160. That's going to give us some pretty nice quality. Graphics-wise, everything's fully maxed. Some very high, some ultra. Can I test in squad game? Squad game? Like Hell Let Loose but squad, is that game? I can do it at some point. I don't think I've got it installed at the moment. So we'll reset. Quality's going to be so much better. You'll probably be able to notice that on the stream straight away. But yeah, 60. You're looking 4K native. You're looking between 60 and 70. Lowest we saw earlier was about 57. It dipped down to. Pretty good though. So you're seeing like in combat a little bit 58, 59, but it's average. It's going to average 60 or just over, which I think is good enough to be honest. Okay, 56 a little bit. Bear in mind I do have native AA on, so if you did TAA, it'll probably be slightly more FPS by like a couple, but it's not going to be a massive difference. Does overall look pretty good with native AA. Obviously, it's quite a big difference from 1080p ultra performance frame generation. Where was you trying to get to? Bet this game looks pretty good on OLED. Just checking I'm going the right way. Oh, I didn't change it on the screen. Sorry, make sure we're at 4K. I don't want anyone thinking we're getting 60 FPS at 1080p. I like the way he leans off the horse as well when you go through the grass. He doesn't always do it. How heavy? It's normally not that bad. I can switch it off. Normally it's at like 1 or 2 FPS. It's not really it's not really going to notice it, you know, in most occasions. So we had about 57, didn't we, or so? So yeah, maybe 3 or 4 FPS on average. You're probably looking at. It's not going to be an absurd difference. You might just notice that it won't dip down as much. You know, before we had 56 or 57. The lowest now you might see is maybe 58 or 59, so it's not like an absurd difference, but a little bit.
Let's go, Nobu.
Do I think I'm a real samurai? No. Oh my god. Hit him off. 7%. Yeah, it's not. To be honest, you don't really need native AA on at 4K. You can switch it off. It's not so much of a difference visually than it is at like 1080p and 1440p.
Susano, protect me.
Dead bodies.
Where I think it's worth it. It's worth having it on. At 4K, not so much. It varies game to game a little bit. Some games it is worth it at 4K.
I tell him the tale of Shigenori's heavenly strike. When he didn't hear the answers he sought, he flew into a rage and butchered them.
What did he want to know?
I'm not sure, my lord.
Tell me the story. I need to know what he's after.
If you dodge in fights. Yeah, we have been dodging, haven't we? I normally do dodge. We go like this with the block, and then if you dodge like this, it's pretty effective. That was a long way down. Where are they? I forget where it is. There it is. This is that bit we had to fight that massive battle.
Welcome back.
You're still here?
Disappointed?
I thought you'd leave as soon as I had my grappling hook. Try to find a way to the mainland.
As tempting as that sounds, you saved Taka's life. My debt's not paid until your uncle's free.
I'm glad to hear it. Send word to the others.
What should I tell them?
We're going to break into Castle Canada and free Lord Shimura.
Well, the fans, I think it's at about, the fan speed at the moment, it's about 65% total.
I'm told your nephew stalks.
What that is in RPM, I don't know.
Tears them apart like a beast.
I'm certain you've done worse.
Oh, you pretend we're different. But we fight for the same thing. To create a legacy that outlives us.
I won my legacy with duty and honor. Brought order
This is
to my
native,
home
yeah.
And justice for my people. You are nothing like me.
Neither is your nephew. But his name is bound to your legacy.
A legacy is more than a name.
Ah, true. Your family has lived here for generations. Your ancestral castle lies to the north, yes? I look forward to visiting it. While I leave you here to starve to death, alone, without honor.
The tool is, thanks for subscribing. You gave the 100 a like. Nice, thanks. Oh, we hit 100. Nice. Thanks.
Damn it, Rizzo. Where are you?
I had a 100 like
Everyone's
streak for
Shall we wait for the
ages.
straw hats?
I think we like broke it a bit recently.
No. I'll meet you at the
Some of them only hit like 80. You have a higher hotspot. What's your hotspot? Because mine's quite high, 90. But from what I've seen testing loads of other games, it's pretty average for this.
I hate sake. You know that.
Lord Sakai, what are you talking?
Taka, fine work on the grappling hook.
I'm glad it suits you, my lord. Yuna wanted me to stay behind, but I had to come and wish you well.
What's your excuse, Kenji?
You deserve many more likes.
I don't like
Thanks.
drinking alone.
Then save your finest sake. If we rescue Lord Shimura, we'll have much to celebrate.
Only the best for the Jito.
Be safe, Lord Sakai.
What are those missions? Options speak with your allies, 30 meters.
Yuna is waiting for you.
Begin your attack.
Jin,
Thank you for coming. Lord Shimura will be grateful.
my family's killer can wait.
Oh, I think I've just begun the attack, haven't I?
Can my hunt for Tomoe. Our island needs its leader restored.
With your support, he'll be free by sunrise. Prepare yourselves. We'll attack soon.
Oh, maybe I
Give the
haven't.
word. We'll be there.
Your own student fighting for the enemy. Serves you right.
I like the... What's this crawling under?
Man taking up with a young woman.
It's interesting, isn't it?
I treated her like a daughter.
What's under here, then?
One father is more than enough.
Not much, is there? FSR 4. Yeah, we did have a look at that earlier. We were just quickly having a look at native, but I can switch FSR back on. It will say FSR 3 here, but I've got it overridden from the adrenaline. So it is using 4. We've got that active in adrenaline. So it's pretty good.
It's time.
You won't notice any difference, really. FSR quality, there basically is no difference. You can notice a difference at performance and ultra performance.
They're not here.
It's not terrible, it's
And we
still
can't
pretty
wait any
good.
longer.
Obviously, still better than 3.
What's the plan?
Quality and balance are very, very good. Gives you a nice little 40
I'll use my
FPS
grappling hook
boost to
infiltrate
quality.
the castle. Once I silence the alarm,
And
the rest of you
goes
can
from sort of
safely face the front
65 to like 100. With pretty much
Mongols are
no
likely
quality
holding
loss.
Lord Shimura in the main keep. If they sound the alarm, they may execute him.
We can storm the front gates, take them by surprise.
No, we do this quietly. We'll carve a path to the main keep, rescue Lord Shimura.
It was under
then fall back to
8586,
the main
nice.
gate and make our escape.
Yeah, Gigabyte is a bit warmer.
Sounds like suicide.
Only if we attack
Got
head
some
on.
sausage and
We can do
eggs.
this if we
Sheesh.
sneak in and catch the enemy while they're sleeping.
Like a thief.
Making me hungry.
Oh,
I got...
Ghost.
What have I'm going to eat pasta.
Lord Shimura is counting on us.
Pasta, bacon, a chicken
Let's head up.
Kiev. Whew. Probably like 2,000 calories. Easy. Does it affect latency? What, FSR? No.
Good speech. You sure it will
FSR
work?
doesn't. Frame generation will, though. You might be confused with frame generation. Frame generation will affect latency. It doesn't in this game, really, though. Not at least not noticeably. You won't be able to tell the difference latency-wise with it on and off. You have to have really low FPS for it to make a difference. Family-sized pasta bake, yeah. Chicken, what is it called? It's some type of chicken one. Get that with a chicken Kiev. I couldn't decide between... I was going to get a pizza. I might get that tomorrow, though. I might have an absolute mad one. Mad weekend. Pasta bake on Saturday, pizza on Sunday. Whew. Holy. That, what is that? Is it Chicago Town with the stuffed tomato sauce, the sauce in the crust? That one. It'll probably cost like 30 quid, but...
Looks like you can climb up here.
No, it
Catch up
won't.
to the others. I'll see you inside.
I swear Domino's is like 30 quid now. I don't even remember the last time I had a Domino's. Can I grapple this? I can. I love pasta, yeah. cheesy pasta. Oof. Why does this look weird? He's balancing like absurdly perfect on that. It doesn't even flinch.
I won't fail you again, Uncle.
It's about to go down. Okay, that's almost not gone to plan. Is there an alarm on this? Do not raise the alarm. Find the alarm, right. Okay. Learn from our mistakes last time. It's going to be up there, isn't it? Can I get over there? No. It does run very well, this game, yeah. Is there two guys in there? That sounded like two, didn't it? What game engine? I don't know, actually. That's a good question. Oh, no. No, oh, no. I haven't got my, I haven't got the controller in my hand. I'm trying to Google it. It doesn't... Oh, it's an in-house. It's their in-house game engine, so I don't actually know what it's called, though. But it's the studio's in-house one. Oh, there's nothing I can do here. Question is, how did that not raise the alarm? Wasn't there two guys? There was two. Where's the alarm then?
The alarm. Better take down the guards.
Oh, that's it there. Yeah, Horizon Forbidden West, the graphics are really good in that. And it performs really well. And it has FSR 4 as well. That body fully disappeared in there. What is that I'm hearing? Oh, he's crawling. How did when I initially, like, stabbed him, how did that not kill him? How is anyone seeing me here? No, don't. Don't see me.
Sensei, you and Kenji secure the front gate.
Consider it done.
Yuna, can you clear the path along the cliff?
I'll handle it.
Good. We'll meet up at the bridge.
Forgetting someone?
No. You're with me.
FSL 4 is really a game changer. It is, yeah. I just wish... I think AMD have done a better job recently. They've done better than with FSR 3. It can sometimes be quite slow to get it into games. I think they have done a better job this time round, but it would be good to... I think Nvidia still get it into games quicker and stuff. the support is like more widespread across more games. Which it'd be nice to see if AMD could, like, you know, support as wide a range of games in a sort of similar time. I know that it's a smaller company, so realistically it makes sense it'd be a bit slower, but I think we did get Stalker 2 recently, which I do want to check that out again. I think that's now officially supported, or soon it is, so it'd be good to see.
We need to clear the courtyard. Quietly, or head on.
Your move.
I thought it was going to be quiet, but it's not. It's not going to be quiet now, is it? That's not good. That is not good. That's not good. That guy just let me, like, continually hit. What is that? What is that? Run! Oh my god. Modern games, yeah. They do. We are getting it in games off the like new games. It is happening. It's just it is slower. We are near the bridge.
Jin, the gate's guarded.
Follow my lead.
Use 6700 XT. Nice, that's quite a lot. That's a lot of stuff. Why the 9070 and 9070 XT though? Because there's not that much difference between those, is there? Did think about getting that to test, but it just didn't seem. It didn't seem like a. Even the price didn't seem worth it. It was only like 50 quid cheaper for the 9070. It didn't really make sense to get it. Might as well spend an extra 50 quid and get the XT. How are you supposed to get out there without them seeing? Nope. Easy work. You have 4 PCs. Oh, right. But still, though, they're quite, like, what is it, a testing thing? They're quite similar GPU, like, performance. Not performance, but, like, there's just not much difference between them. Why would you need that in 2 different PCs? Unless you're, like, testing them.
Huge wish.
Would upgrading from 9060 XT from a 3060 Ti? You'd obviously see a performance increase, but I'd, to be honest, probably try and look at getting like a GPU with more VRAM or something, personally, as your like next upgrade. Damn, he comes with the second attack there a bit quick, didn't he?
It would be easier if the Straw Hat friends were helping.
Ryuzo failed me. I won't forget that.
Neither will your uncle.
This is a bit from the start, isn't it? Start of the game.
This is as far as I got last time.
The Khan
5070
blew
or
off this
1970.
bridge?
Yeah.
How'd you survive?
It was
I
MSRP
don't
and
know.
XT was a lot more. Okay.
Gates locked.
Hold the bridge.
You're not thinking about selling the 9070 though, now that you've got the XT.
Check the cliff. There must be a way around.
Can I drop down?
This should work.
Good eye. Once you're in, open the gate for me.
Go under? Where do I go? Sketchy.
I could use Yuna's help.
You don't need the money. Fair enough.
There you are.
Quiet. More guards ahead.
How? Oh man. How has it not let me assassinate him? Oh god. Chuck everything we've got. I've stunned myself. This has gone all completely wrong, this. Oh no, I've actually died. I've been cornered. Oh my god, dude, there's too much. Oh my god. What have I done? Oh no, she's down. We're in big doo-doo here. Big doo-doo. Oh my god.
Help me!
I don't know if I can get you up.
That was too close.
Alright, we might get through it. Got the big guy. He's got a flaming sword. Oh, that was a bit close, wasn't it? Who's she firing at? Who's she firing at? Oh, there's a guy down there. Who's he firing at? What? We're just firing at weird directions. Oh, we've got to go up there.
Yuna, hold this area. I'll find Lord Shimura.
Good luck, Jin.
Ryuzo.
The Khan put a bounty on the ghost. Anyone can claim it.
You wouldn't.
My men are starving, Jin.
Help me save my uncle, and he will reward your men. He will make you samurai.
Then he'll send us to die. Just like he did at Komoda Beach.
Ryuzo.
He's your family, Jin. I need to protect mine.
Oh dear. Get ready.
I'll make it quick. We were friends a lifetime ago.
Come at me, bro. Damn it. It's doing really well at the start. Oh my god. Keep just walking into it.
Stop! Before it's too late! You've changed. So have you, Ghost.
Why did he put the sword away? What are you doing kicking me? No! We're so low. Oh! Why did he put his sword away?
Enough. It's not too late. Help me save
Not a good move, putting your sword away.
It belongs
belongs to them now.
Ryuzo. He's here! The samurai is here!
My health. No, what? My health is so low. Oh no. My health's so low though. What do I do there? Oh no, I've got full health again now. Dude, how are you supposed to dodge that? I'm stuck. Oh my god, dude. He hit the wrong guy, the arrow. We need to get rid of that guy.
Where is he? Where is Lord Shimura?
Here we go. Boom. Big boys. Oh. Reach the top floor. Where's the stairs? You want to get a 9070 XT? I think it's very good. Depends on the price. What kind of price is it? That's pretty brutal, isn't it?
Me, you coward! Uncle! I'm coming! Hurry!
Uncle, I knew you would come, my boy. Your father would be proud.
I live to serve you, my lord.
1,000 Canadian.
We have to leave.
What are the choices between as well? Are you thinking of getting something else, or? That's pretty. That's like a pretty good deal if you converted that to pounds.
He left some guards here.
That's cheaper than it is here. That might be before tax, though, is it?
For 2 samurai.
I brought allies. We can retake the castle.
I like it. I think FSR 4 is very good. That's a pretty good price for it as well. Can do a lot of games, even just 4K 60 native. Obviously, a little like older games, brand new games, not so much. Pretty more solid at 1440p. 4K Ultra. All the graphics are max, but I'm using FSR for quality here. Does it have any edge over the 7900 XTX? It's cheaper, probably. But the XTX is still going to be better. Performance-wise. I was trying to do my special.
Sensei, Lady Masako, you've survived.
With your nephew's help.
He insisted we could save you. I thought it impossible, but I'm glad he proved me wrong.
It won't be the last time, Sensei.
I'm glad you're all here. We've lost too many friends.
And family.
Lord Adachi died with honor, Lady Masako. Now we avenge him. And all the fallen warriors of Tsushima.
There's more coming.
We will face them together. For the fallen warriors of Tsushima! Lady...
Hang on, sorry, give me 2 seconds. FSR 4. Yeah, and obviously the XTX2 doesn't support FSR 4, does it? At least not officially. Through like Adrenaline. So I guess that's maybe a positive for the 9070 XT. Or 9000 series in general. That's not good.
Well fought. All of you.
We did it.
Thinking about 4070 Ti, what's the difference in price?
Castle is ours.
You've led us to victory, my lord.
With your help, Jin.
AMD said it's not very likely any.
Together.
Yeah, I do think that's a little bit of a disappointing thing with AMD, is that FSR 4 isn't there for that, but
we will win this war.
how much actually is the XTX now here? I'm not sure how much it is, yeah. To be honest, it's I'd probably go for the 9070 XT even over that, because it's more expensive as well for the XTX. Unless you need that VRAM for any like specific reason. Probably don't need it for gaming, but if you need it for like Blender or something, maybe that would be worth it, but for gaming I don't really think you need 24.
Oh, a packet of black powder. It'll stick to anyone I throw it on. No escaping the blast.
Probably got loads of skills, haven't we? How many points do I have? Didn't upgrade anything in a while, huh? What about all these? Health. Windows health. Should have probably done health a bit more, really. Or whatever the... what are these other ones? flashing the overlay again, isn't it? Sorry about that. It seems to do it in the cutscenes loads.
You have an impressive home. Won't you welcome me inside?
VMAX is great, but even Blend, I've never seen it 18. Yeah, obviously 16 there would struggle, but I think if you were just using it for gaming, 24 really is just not that useful.
Hungry.
Only case where I've seen any VRAM usage like that is 8K. We can use 25, 26. But that's just not really gonna be a thing for like pretty much anyone. Especially on an XTX, like there's probably gonna be no one trying to run 8K.
You promised food for my men.
Earn it.
Let them in!
No! Open the gate! Open the gate!
Damn.
Open the gate! Open the gate!
Your uncle's looking for you. I heard the Khan took his castle.
I never should have trusted Ryuzo.
He fooled all of us.
I thought you'd be gone by now.
So did I.
Let's talk to my uncle. See about getting your reward.
Lord Shimura is in the main keep.
Light looks pretty good on those lanterns, doesn't it? Anyway, I need to head off. I'm gonna have to head off. Smash down my pasta bake. It's been fun checking this out though. I'll try and, I do want to actually, let me just double check. I think Stalker 2 has FSR4 official support now, doesn't it as well? I'll double check that because I definitely, there's a load of games I still want to check with either FSR4 or Optiscaler. So we'll keep trying to, I probably won't be, I don't think I'll be streaming tomorrow, but I'll be back on Monday most likely. Similar time. Try and have a look at something else. But thanks a lot for watching. Have a good rest of the weekend, and I'll catch you later.